Hi guys, it's Jenna Red-Headed Stitcher here. Today is the 31st of December 2025. It's New Year's Eve, and here is my WIP Parade for 2025 as promised, end of year WIP Parade. For those of you who've just stumbled across my channel, because I know WIP Parades are a great way of finding new floss tubers, my name is Jenna. I live in England. I've been cross-stitching for just over 20 years. This is not my room. These pictures I would not choose to have up myself. This is just a good place for me to film, and using a desktop computer, which I'm finding really good for filming my videos, and also I've got software built in for editing purposes, which I hope to utilize a bit later. So this WIP Parade, you're going to see 9 WIPs in the WIP Parade, and then I'm going to discuss plans for 2026, plans that are going to range from plans for sewing, plans for diamond painting, and plans for the year with in regards to an announcement of something new I'm embarking on in the year, a new exciting project for me. So let's get started with the WIPs. So each WIP I will show you each WIP I will show you, you'll want the details of. I'll probably do the description box down below fully tomorrow, just because of there's a lot to do today, the last day of the year. For some reason there's just a million one things to do today. It's like everything's suddenly piled up. Okay, so this is the project bag made by Anne of Stitch and Majig. The chart and the thread slab in here. The frame can't, because the frame is huge. It holds Long Dog, You Belong to Me, which is now my oldest WIP. The rest of the WIPs will not be in order, but this one is the oldest, and I'm showing it to you first because I know it for sure it's the oldest. This is all we are up to. So this is 2 pages finished. This is 3rd page working on, coming down here. Been stitched on a 16 count Rustico. You can see it's quite a big frame to hold it. I will give you the stitch count. It is 253 by 313 stitches, and the thread there. There's a DMC variegated, and it's 4025, and I'll just pull one out just to show you guys. This is like the floss stitch video, struggling with the plastic. We've got good enough. Right into that. So this one I'll just whip now. In terms of 2026, personally, I can't see that I will finish it in 2026. I started it last year. It was my birthday new start last year. There's a couple of reasons why. The main reason being my arm. For those of you who are new here, I don't actually know what I've done to it. That's the crazy thing. And there's not really much point in trying to see someone, because it's like, well, where does it hurt? Well, it doesn't hurt all the time. I think it's muscular, or it's a nerve. And I think what I've done is, because I'm also diabetic, and I used to inject it in my arm. I don't at all now. I was sort of warned off it, and it's something I've done for years. I was told when I was 9, yeah, injecting your arm's fine, whatever. It's just finished now. And then a few years ago, oh, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Oh, right, okay. And I thought, well, it's always been all right. Anyway, just the past year or so, certain movements, it hurt. It's not can sort of radiate into here, but it also comes down here, and sometimes I can feel like a tingle here. I had frozen shoulder in this arm 6 years ago, and it doesn't feel the same as that pain. That I could go on for hours. It hurt. When it goes, it is absolute agony. Literally, I have to, I have to stop everything. I can't focus. I can't even see properly. I can see stars. It's absolute agony. And trying to sort of hide that when you're sort of out with people and everything. It's not great, but it doesn't stop me doing anything, but it does mean that I can't just so like crazy on this. But the size of the frame anyway makes it harder anyway because of how I'm holding it. So I'm more likely to wrench that arm anyway. So yeah. If it weren't for that, then I might have actually stuck to having like a monthly goal, a page a month, but I can't. So I'm just going to work on it as and when I can. And yeah, so what would be a nice goal to end 2026 would be, well, I can definitely finish a couple more pages. Maybe have like, because if I finish this page here, sorry, I just realised you couldn't see this page here, that's a quarter. So if I do another like that'd be half, wouldn't it? So if it could be at least a quarter to halfway done, somewhere like that, that would be nice. So, but yeah, so it just gets worked on as and when. But I am really enjoying it, and I do love how the more you do, the more you want to do it. I don't know if people get that. When I first was doing it, this part was the first bit I did, and I thought, yeah, it's nice and everything. But as soon as like this all started coming in, you start to see properly what things are. It sort of makes you want to sew. Also, if I want to watch something I want to concentrate on, it's no good because I can't really see the screen properly. I sewed it on a Zoom once, and I had to position myself sort of like that, whereas I was more naturally like that. Can't see me, can you? So anyway, it will get worked on next year. Just don't be surprised if it's still in the WIP Parade at the end of 2026. Okay, so the next WIP is my birthday start from this year, which is the Summer Quaker by Lila Studio. Now this, I do have a plan, a big plan, hopefully a successful plan. Okay, so I'm doing it in the colours and everything that is shown there, but I'm not doing wording there. Okay. And let me show you where we are up to. Isn't it absolutely stunning? This is my favourite WIP, if you can tell. It's been stitched on 18 count Cloud Summer Sky. The fabric is made by Fabric Flare. It is widely available. So the plan is, so this chart has 12 pages. So my plan, I've done 4 pages. My plan is to do 1 page a month. Do 1 page a month. I will finish it in August, my birthday month. Then the plan is for my birthday to have the colours for the autumn Quaker. Now, if this editing software on this computer is of any good, Jenna in the future, editing Jenna is now going to put in a picture of the autumn Quaker somewhere on the screen, maybe around here, so you guys can see what it looks like. I just can't stop looking at this, so I just absolutely love it, absolutely stunning. So, start of each month is when I'd be doing the pages. So tomorrow this will be worked on. I will work on the page until it's finished. Then in my plans, I'll discuss more rest of the month, how the rest of the month will look like after that challenge is complete every month. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's difficult for me to do. As long as I've got the time to do it and I'm willing to prioritise this piece over all my others, which I am, you know, in case that, not just like February is a shorter month, for instance, but if something came up so I have less time. But yeah, that is where it's looking like. So, like I've already told you, so August 2026 at the start will be when I should be if I hit all my monthly goals. It will be finished in August 2026. Autumn Quaker will be started at the end of August 2026, and we'll go around again a page a month. So I do a mid-year WIP Parade in June. June you'll see it in the mid-year WIP Parade. At the end of the year WIP Parade, I'll be holding Autumn Quaker at roughly the same amount done. Okay? I'm always saying people shouldn't make really firm plans or anything, but this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And you may think, why don't you just, it's your favourite WIP, why don't you just work on it solidly? The thing is that when I've done projects of a similar size to this, not just because of my arm, but I go off them a bit. I sort of go away, oh, love it, love it, love it, and then all of a sudden, oh, don't want to work on it anymore. So to avoid that burnout, and also because there is other things I want to work on, this is the plan. And I'm sorry, guys, and I keep holding it up and everything. And you know, I have other whips to show you, but I just absolutely adore this one. And as I said, I'll be working on it tomorrow, so that should keep it out. Right, okay, so let's show you guys another whip. Okay, next whip I'm going to show you. I don't have the actual chart with me to show you. Editing Jenna is going to put in a picture somewhere here. It is from the Cottage Garden series, A Time for All Seasons. It's the May one, which to me, May is all about bees. And this is where we are up to on it. So it's been stitched on an 18 count yellow Swigart, which I just think yellow, the bee stuff for May is spot on. So we've done all of this at the top here. We've got bee done. I've got the skep, and I think it's two big sunflowers like either side of the skep there to do. Goal for 2026 to finish it. And what I would like to do is whichever month I finish it in, pick up that Cottage Garden chart and start it. Basically, that's the goal. Have I done any? I did finish the Santa one, so I did the December one. So May and December I've done. So as long as, well, if I finish it in May or December's middle and likely. A month before, a month after, or I'll put it on a wheel, whatever. But anyway, so no, not guaranteeing that it'd be done before the mid-year WIP Parade, but at the end of the year WIP Parade, I should be holding a different Cottage Garden sampler, Time for All Seasons WIP. Okay. Right, okay, so let's get you another WIP. And again, I have not, I'm afraid, got the chart for this one. It's designed by Rendell, and it's Token of my affection. So it's like play on words anyway. So this is where we're up to with it with the Toucan. Being stitched on 18 count Winter Branches fabric by Fabric Flair. I've got 3 other Rendell kits that I plan to do on the same fabric. So my aim for 2026, by the end of 2026, at the end of the year WIP Parade, I'll be holding up a different Rendell. Okay. And the same with the B, no guarantees, promises that it won't be in the mid-year WIP Parade. The end of year WIP Parade, it will be a different Rendell. So the next one, I've actually got the chart here. It's Seaside Tiny Town. And if you're new here, I'm doing, I've got them all apart from, well, I've got the seasonal ones, put it that way. And I'm doing them all on a 14 count Ada band. I've done about half of this. Okay. And I like it on Ada band because it just makes it easier for putting round boxes and things, which is my goal for all of them, to put them round either square or round or hexagonal shaped boxes. So it's nice to work with and everything. And just 2 strands and 14 count Ada band. So 2026, I've still got a number still to do. So let's say we'll end 2026. See, I ended 2025 with, can't actually remember which one it was now. Christmas one, maybe? Anyway, my end of year WIP Parade last year, I did have a tiny town. It was a different tiny town, and I actually said, don't be surprised if it's a different tiny town, so I'm going to say the same. It'll probably be a tiny town in the end of year WIP Parade next year, but it should be a different tiny town. Can't see that I will actually, in 2026, finish all of the tiny towns, because there's quite a few of them, and as I've already shown you guys, I've got a few other WIPs as well. Okay, so let's go and grab another. Okay, so this one I do actually have the picture for you. It's Magic Needle by a Hamster, Please. I've got, there's 3 more of these because I've got a nice size piece of fabric, and they're all going to go on the same colour fabric. I just don't know what I'm going to do with them all. But anyway, this is where we are up to with our hammy. The fabric is called Pastel Rainbow. It is an iridescent fabric. You just don't think you can see it. I'm going like that in the hopes that you can actually see some of the shine, but I don't really become just a real shame, and the lighting is getting slightly funny too. And it's 18 count, in case I didn't say. So really enjoying seeing that cutie coming together. There is quite a bit of outline to it, all around the outside there, and I've decided, even though I absolutely hate outline, I'm going to leave it to the end because it's just tricky, real tricky one. Right, well, we might as well see the others. The 3, which I don't think I've actually shown yet. Okay, so we have got Mr. Hamster. This is the one that made me fall in love with wanting to buy them and knit to order. Look at those little booties, the bunnies. The fly was thrown at them, and my bike. I think there may be a couple more that they made, but fabric is enough for 4, so I've just decided to stop myself at 4 hammies. So yeah, okay. Now this is the only project I've put on a queue now. And just trying to page I can show it. This is the Teresa Kogut Patreon shop from this year, To the Moon and Back. And this is where we are up to. So this fabric is no longer available, and it's on my 8-inch, I think it's 8-inch Q snap. And I absolutely have fallen in love with. I wasn't last year. I was all very much like, I can't see why anyone uses the you know, you got the frames and everything, but things of this size, and when you're holding something like that, it feels so comfy and everything, and just have it like on your lap and everything, and you can easily keep up watching TV using it as well. So I'm just trying to find the told I'm using. Now again, just like with the iridescent fabric, I don't think you'll be able to see. Let's see, 444. So if you don't know what a toll is, it's slightly thicker and it's got a bit of shine to it, like woven into it. So it's not like the diamond where it's all like a metallic thread. It's not like that at all, but it is slightly thickness. So I use a slightly thicker needle for using this. There's a number of colours available. What you'll find is, and this is if anyone wants a heads up here. So if you look at 444, it's the same colour, but it won't be obviously like looking like this. So if you ever see thread and it's got a C at the start, it's an atoll. Yeah, just to give you guys a heads up. Just say on there, but if for some reason, if you didn't have that bit, you didn't look at that, got a C at the start, it's an atoll. And you'll see another atoll product in it. And that's I went with that because I just felt it just made it look more moon-like, you know, sort of the luminous aspect of it. Okay, that is that. And as promised, the other project using control. Okay, so what is it? Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you should have seen a picture of the progress of it, and I had to abruptly stop it and move back onto my, I'm going like that, I'm pointing on one project, my long dog, as I'm waiting for more of the atoll because I ran out. So it's Christmas Quaker, a Primrose Cottage. This is how they've done it for that. And they use classic Colourworks Cherry Cobbler. I've gone a very different route. Ta-da! So it's on a red 18 count. Oh, look, I'm just getting blurred. I'm just my arm. It is using an atoll, and I don't think you can do the shine. I'm going like that, hoping you can. I can't show you like I did with the Teresa Kogut colour because we have none left. Literally none. Used it all up. One skein. Not even a full skein did that. Anyway, 3 skeins we are hoping are arriving today. If it does arrive and I've got time to sew, I will revert back to working on this, and then tomorrow it will be some Quaker, and that is that. It's like Quaker. But really enjoying the effect that this has and everything, and I think it's going to look stunning finished. And it's a funny thing, I feel like I'm working on a Christmas tablecloth whilst I'm working on this one, because you know when you see the red tablecloths, you don't actually see a lot of stuff actually stitched from red, do you really? But I started it on Christmas Day, and I spent a lot of time on Christmas Day trying to decide what colour thread and everything, and because we didn't have a lot of it, I was a bit resistant about starting it with that, but to me it looked perfect, so I just went, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna start it, work on it till we finish it. we had ordered the thread and everything that night, but of course people on holiday and everything. So anyway, plan for 2026. Did I actually say that for the last? Wait, hammy. Don't think I did. End of 2026 with a different hammy. End 2026 with a different Quaker, because I got a lot of Quakers. If you see my previous video of what Santa got me for Christmas, you'll see I've got a lot of Primrose Cottage Quakers now, and trust me, a number of these are going to get stitched in 2026. So last but no means least is the Mandala Penguin by Meloca Designs. This chart I started with Zoe of Cocoa Creates. I will link her down below when I get around to do my description box, and ahead of time I'll just say sorry Zoe if it's not done yet. For pick up a penguin sale, anyone you can still join now, it really doesn't matter. If you've got a chart with a penguin in it, that's it, you've picked up a penguin, you're in the sale. New start, WIP, does not matter. Some guys from my stitching group are keeping now each Sunday as the penguin stitching day, whilst they're working through the sale. You guys do whatever you are comfortable with. If you want to join in the sale now, you can message me on Instagram, tag me, whatever. As long as it's got a penguin, it's part of the sale. Okay. So shall we see where we're up to with it? Here we go. So I'm working on his bottom half. There's still a fair bit to go. And the light today is actually catching the white though. If you see my flossmas, then you would have seen me constantly moving and everything. Oh God, I can't get there. You can't see the white. And look at this today. You can see the white. It looks fantastic. A week ago today, I did a lot of work on it on Christmas Eve whilst I was watching Cleopatra. So, and yeah, so let's say not to still have it as a WIP by the end of 2026. And because I've got some other Meloca design plans to talk about in plan, so I can tell you in a minute because that was the last WIP. So let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I double counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 9. Oh, that freaked me out. I've got 9, and then all of a sudden it looked like 10 then. No, I've double counted a bad or something. Right, okay. Let me just check my piece of paper. Okay. So let's start about the Meloca plans. Okay, so that was a sale I started for the start of winter to do the pick up a penguin sale. I've got a number of Meloca design charts and I wanted to try to bring in use of them. So start of spring, start of summer, start of autumn next year, I'm going to host a sale. There'll be more details to follow. This is just very loose planning on my part to put in to my WIP rotation to start, whatever, 3 more Meloca charts. And hopefully by the end of the year, they're all 4, because if you include the penguin, they'll all be done. So the penguin was for winter. I'm going to edit in Jenna. Please see if we can put in pictures here. Spring, I'm going to go for the sparrow, which I've got in the advent calendar, which is available now as well on their site. Summer, I'm going to go with the lion, and autumn-Halloween, I'm going to do the bat. Now, I'm leaving winter because I think I will choose a different designer for creating the sale next winter. Just like I've started winter this year with Meloca, so maybe I'll choose a different designer. But it's all loose, all up in the air plans, just ideas and everything. just so because otherwise I don't know when I'd actually get around to touching these charts, to be honest with you. And I really like, and I'm really enjoying them. You know, it's nice with all the different colours and everything. So it's like a way of forcing myself into starting them, but I knowing I will enjoy them. Okay, so that is those plans. Next plan. So I say about doing a page a month of the summer Quaker. Once that is done, I plan to then stitch something for the following month. So that'll be introducing some new starts that way as well. So you're talking, it's going to be a minimum of 12 new starts next year, one each month or something for the following month. So it could be a Quaker, you know, like a Primrose Cottage Quaker, could be one of the Cottage of the months, Village of the months. You can have a Cottage, a Village, a sampler as well. You know, could be one of them, but for next month. So January, I finish the next page of Summer Quaker. I will then sew something Valentine. Yeah, February, do a page and then sew something St. Patrick's, like that. That is the basic plan. Once that item is done for the following month, however many days I've got left, I can work on whatever WIP I want. That's it, you know. And just see where we go from there. And as you know, some months are shorter than others, so we shall see. I think it's possible to achieve at least a page and something for next month each month. So we'll see, because some of these things I say for like the next month are bigger than others. If I did like a square dancing, that's going to take me, what, a day or two? But then a cottage of the month would probably take me about a week, maybe. So, you know, but it's got to be what I'm in the mood for as well, because, you know, it is a hobby at the end of the day. What else have we got? Okay, so floss tube filming, right. Floss tube filming. As you know, I used to do like a month and then I didn't do any at all for a long time. Then I was doing weekly, two weekly, then just sort of that fizzled out again. So the plan is, something I learned from doing the Flossmas videos is about filming clips and putting them all together. So the plan will be, you'll see 4 clips. So you'll get an end of month review, end of January, and it will have 4 clips. And each clip will go over what I did that week. That will include what I stitched, any starts, any finishes, purchases. Shouldn't really be much purchase wise, really, because I'm trying to be good. I've got so many charts and everything, so I can't see it apart from maybe some fabric and some thread. But, you know, if there was like a finishing piece, possibly. Anyway. I will also discuss gaming I'm doing briefly, books I'm reading briefly, and the films that are to do with the Film Club 100, because some of you guys have asked me, well, what is Film Club 100? What is Film Club 100? And I will talk about that a bit more in a minute once we get past these plans. Yeah, so give you sort of each clip will like a rundown of what my week has been like, basically. Now, diamond painting. Diamond painting featured quite heavily in my Flossmas, as you guys know. I had an advent calendar. You can just about see the tree behind there that my long dog is hiding at the moment. So the plan is, because I did really enjoy doing it, in this wardrobe here is next year's one for next year's Flossmas. So you will get that again. Every day I will be sewing one. Sewing it. Diamond painting it. If you guys go to, I can't remember which day it was. It's a Disney one. It's the same concept as that each day. It's just different Disney characters, fairly smallish. and there's a tree, but I believe the tree is more like in a frame and a thing. And if you want to see it, pop in December 2026 and you'll see it. Anyway, all that being said, I found I was really enjoying doing it again, and it's just something I've really struggled to actually try to integrate because, you know, I do so much cross stitch. So once a week I'm going to do the diamond paint. Now I've got diamond painting stickers, I've got Disney ones, all different Disney characters, and I've ordered from Amazon a rotating stand. Now I should be able to film somehow like downwards so that you can actually see it. Now I'm not going to do it like live, it's going to be more, I put stop motion, I don't think that's the right term, but like do a colour, you know, like you'll see me like put one of that colour and then it'll be done. One colour and then it'll be done sort of thing. And then actually sticking it in the album. I've also got Harry Potter stickers, same concept, an album and everything as well, but I'll probably just show you guys the Disney ones and some other bits. I've got coasters and, you know, things like that. So just one a week, and I'll make it a short, so it won't be very long at all, just in case anyone wants to see it. It will also make me have to do one if I'm having to film it for you guys, so it'll get me into actually diamond painting again. Okay, I think that leaves Film Club and my announcement. Yeah. Film Club 100. Okay, so Film Club 100 started in 2023. I got into watching Charlton Heston films, and I was, as everyone does when you discover someone you like, whatever, you read up on them online. Found out he was born in 1923, and I thought, wow, this is his 100th year. So made a point of trying to watch as many films of his as possible, and that's not easy. You will see the list of Charlton Heston. And then last year, I decided to add another actor in, someone who was born in 1924, Marlon Brando. So I've been watching Marlon Brando films, not as many as Charlton Heston, but still trying to, you know, because some films are not easy to get. I'll give you an example. A Charlton Heston example is a version of Treasure Island. Can't see it at all in this country. You guys might be able to in the States, but can't see it at all. Seen like VHS, I don't have a VHS player, so, or Region 1, can't play Region 1 DVDs, so, you know, I'm a bit stuck on that one. Yeah, so some of it is just plain old availability. And this year I added, which you probably gather from, I watched Anne of a Thousand Days and I watched Cleopatra, so it must have been Richard Burton. And so, yeah, so that's been the 3 actors. So for next year, I am adding to the Roll of Honour, the I don't know what to call it really, the actors who are already in the club. I'm adding Leonard Rossiter, who was born in 1926. Now, he's not someone who I believe had exactly a leading role in films, but he's done a few films, so feel free to look him up, guys. I don't know how well known he is to people outside of the UK, and I don't know why I'm talking in the house suddenly. Okay, so, yep, so that is Film Club 100, and I do have, this is where I keep the lists. I've decided to keep them paper-based, because it is quite satisfying ticking an actual physical piece of paper. I've not completed anyone's list of films yet. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, and last but not least, my big announcement of what 2026 is going to hold for me. I did mention it in my final Flossmas video, but for those of you who've not seen it or who have just stumbled across me thinking, what is she talking about? I am in the process of training to be a radio DJ. It is incredible. It's amazing. It's the bestest opportunity anyone has ever given me in my whole life. It is voluntary. I'm currently doing a weekly sit-in with my mentor, who happens to be the chairman of the station. But I am announcing songs. I'm actually I've done 2 shows with him where we've sort of worked together, and I've announced songs, I've announced things, and so yes, I am going to, I think February or March. It looks like I will actually have my own show, 2 hours a night. If anyone actually is interested at all in any of that, then you're more than welcome to contact me to ask how can I listen and everything like that. You're more than welcome to. I just do not want to say on here all of the details because A, I'm not 100% sure when my slot will be, and B, I don't want to sort of give out information of a very small local radio station, which, yeah, you can listen to online. Don't get me wrong, you can. I just want to sort of, I just feel slightly protective of it, and also my nerves as well, whilst I'm training of loads of people tuning in. So if you guys are alright with that, if you can just give me time and everything, and when I feel more confident enough, then I will more publicly share how you can listen and everything when the dust is settled and I'm settled in. So yes, so 2026 will see me on the radio. See me? You won't see me, you'll hear me on the radio. You'll see me on here with a monthly review of made up weekly clips, shorts of diamond painting, and I am hoping to get my subscriber number up to 300 by the end of 2026. So, and that is how I'm going to end it here, with that hope. So thank you all for watching, and thank you over the past couple of years for everyone who's watched, liked and subscribed. And please keep on liking, watching and subscribing. So I want to wish you all a happy new year, and I hope 2026 will be kind to each and every single one of us, because that is what we all need, kindness and love. So I will see you all in 2026. So thank you again, everyone watching, and until next time, bye.